The experiment is about hand washing, having clean or dirty hands. So we're going to use bread to show how we do that. Everybody ready?
Let's get into it.
Let's do it. Okay. So, the first thing we need is all of our ingredients.
Okay. Now we are at the ingredients.
We're ready to get started. So they specifically say in the instructions that when you choose a piece of bread, you should try something fresh from a bakery or homemade bread, something that doesn't have bleached flour in it. In order to make the experiment work better. I think you can use other stuff, but this works better. So we got some bread from where?
Farm Boy.
Some bread from Farm Boy, from their bakery. So that should work well. So, in order to prepare, we needed 3 pieces of bread. Can you get 3 pieces of bread out of there?
3 pieces out of here? Yeah.
Wait. Let's see what it has to do first, though. Maybe place 3 pieces of bread in separate Ziploc bags. But first, we need to label the bags. So one we have to call the control. You want to label that one that says control. One that says clean hands. I'll write that one. That one's control. And this one is dirty hands. All right, my handwriting is not great, but okay. So the first thing we're going to want to do is clean our hands really good, and then put the clean slice of bread in the clean bread Ziploc bag.
And then I have no idea what it's supposed to do.
So Eddie is going to wash his hands over here.
Let's go.
He's going to grab some soap and wash them real good, right? For 20 seconds. You counting in your head?
Yes.
Excellent. Keep it
I'm
clean.
just going to use that because I started washing my hands at exactly 2 minutes.
Yeah, and then make sure you get the palms and the backs of your hands and all of them really well. So when you wash your hands, at least 20 seconds, the backs, the fronts, all of it. Make sure you rinse them off really well. All right. Super clean. Perfect.
Not yet.
No, not yet.
And I have it done.
All right, grab a towel over here in the drawer and dry off.
There's normally towels everywhere in our house, so I'm confused where to go for towels.
And dry off your hands.
Okay. Now I am going to put 1 piece of bread in here.
Now with your clean hands, touch the bread. You need a full piece of bread.
Yeah.
Over the table.
Now I'm going to
put the rest on the bag. There you go. No, touch it. Touch it. Clean hands. Touch it. Touch it. Touch it. Now put it in the clean bag.
Now, I know what I'm going to use for the dirty hands. To get
now,
my hands dirty.
What are you going to do for your dirty hands to get them all dirty?
I know what I'm going to do. Use my hamster food.
Oh, here. Bring the camera with you. Be careful with shaking it up. Touch Charlie, touch your shoes, touch everything.
I'm not going to touch Charlie, I'm going to touch his food. Whatever, okay. And if you guys didn't know, I have a hamster up here. Okay, now we're getting sidetracked. I am going to get my hands dirty. Okay. Hamster food. My hamster food looks like this. Boop, 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 boop. Okay.
What else can you touch that's dirty?
Now I'm going to put that back. Now I'm going to touch the bottom of my shoes. Going down to our door where we keep keep our shoes. I'll put you guys on the ground. Hello. I'm just gonna touch my boots. Done. I'm gonna wipe them off a little. I'm going to get you guys back.
Alright, did you pet Charlie?
No, I didn't pet Charlie, but I got his food.
Alright, let me see your hands. Are they all dirty? Alright, show the camera. No, they still look pretty clean.
I know what I'm gonna do. I'll be right back, viewers.
Alright, we also put, while he's gone, making his hands all dirty, we put a piece of bread. This is the control piece. So this one we didn't touch. We just put in a Ziploc bag. Let me see your hands. How are they looking? Oh, get a close-up. Get a close-up. Check out his hands. There's some dirt on them. All right. Now, once your hands are nice and dirty, grab the bread. Yep, both hands. Don't rip it up, but touch it. Put your hands on. Okay. Show what happens when you're dirty.
Okay, Mom.
Now, a lot of things can influence what will happen to the bread, and we're going to have to let it sit for a little while, right?
Yup.
Yeah.
About 2 weeks.
Yes, it says
we're
it
probably
can
going to
take...
get back to you about once a week.
Yeah, so we can check on the progress and see what happens. Did you wipe your hands on it really good, like you were drying them on the towel?
Yeah.
All right, so we will hopefully see some differences between the control group, which we didn't touch at all, the clean hands, which we touched a bunch after our hands were washed,
Yep.
and the dirty one that we made our hands all yucky and then we touched it. So hopefully we will see what happens then. So, Eddie Spaghetti, what are your predictions?
I feel like the dirty hands has a good chance, like it's sort of gonna turn moldy.
You'll think it'll be the moldiest? Why?
Because like it got my hands like all dirty and my boots had like a ton of dirt on it. So I was just like, yeah, I feel like it's probably gonna be like moldy or like ew.
Like it'll do something funny to our bread?
Yeah. The control, I feel like it's just gonna stay normal.
Yeah.
And then the clean, I feel like it's gonna get like clean vibes.
You think so? Well, I guess everybody will have to stay tuned and we'll see what happens, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll see you guys in a couple weeks to see how our bread is doing.
Yep. We'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. And if you want to know what the categories are, it's control, clean hands, and then above, dirty hands. And you guys need like your bread like fresh out of a bakery to make it like work really well. You guys can use like normal bread if you want to. Like sort of bread like that you can get from like the superstore stuff. And like if you have like this kind of bread, I have a great feeling that it is going to work.
All right.
See you guys in a couple of weeks. Bye. Okay, guys. I'm back with week 2.
Week 1. It's been one full week.
1 full week. And Dirty Hands has really improved.
Well, not improved. It's just gotten...
moldy.
Yeah, gross. Look what's happened to the bread.
Both sides, yo.
That we rubbed our dirty hands on.
And then look at here, control. Just normal bread.
Yeah, this is our control groups. Remember we put that one in with some tongs, so we didn't even touch the control bread.
This one sort of looks like it's starting to mold because I touched it with my clean hands. Like you can see sort of like right here. But otherwise nothing has changed. Okay guys, that's the update on week 1. We'll be with you on week 2.
And what do you think is going to happen by week 2?
I think that this one's probably going to be about fully molded. Because it took like 4 days for that to mold.
Yeah, it started getting moldy really quickly. So far, what are you thinking so far? What does this mean about clean versus dirty hands?
I think clean's gonna win.
Clean's gonna win what?
Like, I think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna get moldy at all. Like,
You know, not like that. So what?
for sure, not like this. And this is probably gonna be by week 3 or 4, fully molded. Like even the crust.
We'll see.
Because I sort of see the crust starting to mold too. Right here.
All right, everybody, stay tuned next week, and we'll see the difference it makes between when we touch something with clean hands and when we touch something with dirty hands.
Yep. Okay, guys, this is week 3, the end of the experiment. And today, we started to see a little bit of mold on the clean hands. Let me find it here. Is this control even? That's clean.
Teeny little spot right there next to my finger.
Right there, right there.
So that's the clean hands, and what about the dirty hands?
I don't think you want to know. I don't think I want to know. So there's black mold, white mold, and then on the other side, it's even worse. Yellow mold, white mold, and then I thought I saw black mold right over here.
Wow. So
Control's just normal bread.
and yeah, and then the control has
Nothing.
you got it. Hold it up so that people can see it. There you go.
And also, guys, I was thinking I was going to take a chunk of the mold off and use my microscope on it. What do you think?
But what do you learn? Yes, we can take a chunk of it off, but what did we learn about the bread before we move on to looking under the microscope? What did you learn about the bread?
That it can get moldy pretty quick.
Well, yes, but what makes it moldy in this sense? What did we do with the bread?
Leave it sit or get it dirty, then leave it sit.
We got it dirty. So what happens, this is basically showing what happens when your hands are dirty and when we spread germs around. So the mold just shows you how quickly germs spread when our hands are dirty versus how quickly they spread when our hands are clean. There's only one teeny tiny piece of mold on the clean one, but the dirty one, it spreads really quick. So it's kind of showing you how quickly germs can spread.
Yes.
Should we explain what mold is while you grab a little piece?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I'm taking the piece of the clean hands.
Well, I would just grab a piece of the dirty one so you can show them just what mold looks like. Mold is a type of fungi, and it can grow in different colors, shapes, and in different environments.
The mold?
Mold likes to grow in damp environments, but it can grow in places like bathrooms and foods like bread, as you can see with the dirty bread here, and fruit. Mold may make you cough, sneeze, or get a rash, but you usually don't eat mold when it grows on your food. However, some molds can be good. Different molds can be used to make food like cheeses and soy sauce. And scientists even use mold to make antibiotics like penicillin that help you get better when you're sick. So there are some good things about mold, like this science experiment, right? To learn about dirty hands and germs. So you want to grab a teeny tiny piece. Look at all the mold on here.
Am I allowed to touch it?
Yeah, you can touch it.
I wonder what it feels like. It just feels like normal bread.
It just feels like normal bread? All right.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Whoa. Wrong way!
Do you want a knife?
Yeah.
Do you want to go wash your hands?
That feels bad.
Take a teeny tiny piece of mold. Here, where's the slide? Right here?
Teeny tiny piece of mold. Just go.
Do we have a part to put on top of it or no?
The only thing is this.
Yeah, you put that on
Or
top.
tape.
Yeah, put that on top. And then put it on your microscope. So what are some things we're learning about germs? We're kind of learning that germs are gross.
And they could be good.
Mold can be good.
Yes, mold.
But mold is different than germs. Germs are yucky, so we want to make sure that we wash our hands really, really, really well. I'm not sure we'll be able to use the camera to see what's in there. But if you have a little tiny microscope at home, we have this one that we're using.
Microbate?
Yeah, if you have a little microscope at home, you can use it to look at mold in your microscope and see up close all the teeny tiny parts yeah, the EWE parts that are in there.
Okay,
all right.
Hope you liked it. If you did, smash that like button, and we'll see you guys next time. And remember to subscribe if you think experiments are cool. Goodbye!